are in love. Coming from your recent past, we have the Two of Cups. So if you're in a new relationship, or your current relationship is kind of solidifying or being taken to a next level, you're coming into May with a very excited, content feeling. You're coming from a place of joy and happiness in a relationship or with somebody, or you're very excited about somebody. So you're bringing that energy into May. What is your primary position, Sagittarius, is the Queen of Pentacles. And this is a card of just complete generosity, and you feel very secure, and you feel very excited, and you feel like you're surrounded by abundance. And you are. You've built it for yourself, most likely, or you have somebody in your life that is offering that to you, and you are just looking at them and the situation like you could not be on top of the world even any higher. You are just very excited. You're very excited about this person and about your situation. You just feel like it is a solid, but light. It's not heavy. You're good at keeping things light, and you're very good at communicating. And this is showing all right here. And here we go right now with the Page of Cups that's underlying the situation. This is a very light and jovial energy, and it's a card of service being offered and willingness to help and assist. And you're bringing that energy right into May with the Page of Cups. It's the underlying current in the relationship. Very, very, I love the Page of Cups. It's probably one of my most favorite cards. It's kind of a funny card to have as my favorite, but it is. It's also can be regarded a card of study. It's a messenger card. So you could be kind of looking and reflecting and studying a situation. But regarding your relationship, it's more of a card of offering of service. So they're assisting you, you're assisting them, and you're feeling very fulfilled. Very, very, very fulfilled. Now we have the Ace of Swords crowning your situation. And this is a card of just, I call this the triumph card, because you're just completely happy. You just are. It's like there's excess in your emotions. There's excess in your financial situation. There's just excess and abundance throughout your whole life. And you feel like you're on top. You literally feel like you're on top of the world. And you're through the moon. You're all the way through the moon with this person and with your life right now. Life is going well. I don't even know what else to say. Whether you've just met this person or there's someone you're bringing in, from a current relationship, and you're solidifying and deepening the commitment. You are in a very good place in your life, and you're aware of it. And you're just excited. Now, in your near future, you have the Queen of Cups. I just love the Cups cards. You have the Queen of Cups. This is a card of seeking vision, success, being happy, having pleasure. It's a very virtuous card. And it's a person that is very fair and honest, and completely mature with their emotions. There's a deep current, deep emotions there, but there's a maturity. They know how to handle them. So this is in your near future. So you very well may be dealing with a water sign. And what's funny is a lot of times people don't think that water signs and and fire signs mesh well together. But they actually, if they're mature with their emotions, there is a very strong current, because water signs are very emotional and not calculating, but they keep things in, whereas fire signs put things out. And so they mesh well together as long as they can learn how each other processes information and how each other deals with scenarios, and as long as they can understand that within each other, they are actually a very good match, because one brings out, fire signs really bring out a lot of emotional abundance and experiences in life to water signs, who are always willing to go have new experiences and always willing to do new things, and they really thrive in the unknown environments. And the water signs also have a way of deepening the emotions for fire signs, because fires are they're doer, action, going here, going there, going there, and there's always so much going on that they need to water signs really bring in that, they kind of bring the emotions into the fire signs and deepen them. So you are feeling very fulfilled, very fulfilled. Your emotional state are all of the cups just completely overflowing with this person and with your scenario. You couldn't be happier. You really couldn't be happier. Okay. How you are viewing the situation, we have the Justice card. Now, this is a card of, it's like an executive person. It's a card of equity and right. They use the word rightness, but it's a very smart person, most likely very high level up in their career. So I think whomever you're dealing with, Sagittarius, you are dealing with someone that is set in their career and set in their life. And that is also good for you, because you're kind of go here, do this, do that, meet these people. And you would be very good with somebody who's completely set in their life, because you can bring that new excitement to them and they can bring that stability to you, with regard to, finances and connections. Okay. Now, how they're viewing the situation, we have the Emperor, and this is them looking at you. And this is a card of power and stability and protection. They are wanting, it's also a card of conviction. So they are, he's even looking at you. He's looking at you. He's looking at you, he or she is looking at you in the situation, and they are, I don't want to use the word excited, because they're looking at you and they're seeing stability there with their life. They're looking at you and they're saying, yes, this is a person I want in my life for a long time. They feel that you are a great person. They like who you are. They like how you communicate. They like how you deal with things. They just are really liking you and probably loving you if you haven't gotten to that stage yet. Now, if you're in a current bond, you are still elated with your position, and they are looking at you and you're looking at them, and you just have such a deep respect for each other. There's a very deep respect for each other. Now, your fear, in your hopes and fears position, we have the Chariot. And this is a card of, it can be a card of, this is a card of taking action and grabbing the reins and going someplace that you want to go. And it can also be a card of trouble and vengeance, but I don't think that is here. I don't even think that is a fear of yours at all. I think this is a card of just really taking the reins and going someplace swiftly. Okay, I think you're hoping that this just continues moving on in its strength in the way that it has, and nothing's going to change. I think this is more of a hope for you than it is any sort of fear. I don't think you're fear, because Sagittarius, you're actually really fearless, and you're just saying yeah. They're saying yes, and you are saying yes, and you're hoping that it just keeps moving on. Now, in your outcome position, Sagittarius, we have the Four of Swords. This is a card of kind of calming down a little bit, going through some time of retreat and reflection, and going through some solitude. I think this is in your outcome position because so much is going on and there's so much promise in this relationship that just for a minute, at nearing the end of April, going into June, you're just going to take a little bit of a time out and maybe spend time with some friends. When I say solitude, I don't mean you could just be taking some time away from this person, or maybe you're going on a trip, but you're going to be spending some time working this out in your mind because they've brought forth all these emotions, and you're just going to take a little bit of time and confirm within yourself that this is exactly what you want. Because there is just so much depth here and so much goodness and excitement and energy in this whole reading that I think by the end of May, it is a little overwhelming for even you, Sagittarius, and you don't get overwhelmed. The Fairy Who is Kissed by the Pixies. Was it you that had this last month? Somebody had this last month. Love given, love received, metaphorical open heart surgery. What can I say here, Sagittarius? Love, sweet love. Accept it, burnish it up, add to it, and pass it on. The presence of the Fairy Who was Kissed by the Pixies suggests giving and receiving love and intimacy in any of a wide variety of relationships. She gives notice that this is a time to open and heal our hearts. Different aspects of life may well be flowing happily together, healing separations from hurts of the past. Bonding may take place and deep feelings emerge. Changes for the better may occur in all aspects of life. Yes, we are definitely seeing that for you, but especially in relationships. And yes, we are definitely seeing that for you too, which may be deepening and becoming richer. You may be experiencing love therapy for opening the heart as a new relationship begins and old ones develop. Enjoy. Yes, your love is definitely deepening, and it is full of life and excitement for you. This person, he's like, I just think it's funny because he's looking over, and I think he kind of has that feeling of, oh boy, I 100% ready for this, because I think I actually might have just found the one. Like, it's a little, he's like, oh boy, here we go. I just thought of that. Sorry.